Is this thing on? I sure hope it is. Here we go. It's been about a week and a half. It's I, Unseen Strike, Dawn War Stronghold. Welcome back. And yeah, no, I haven't had time. It's my busy season for work. Hurt my foot helping a friend move. It's been making work a little interesting, that's for sure. But don't worry, we're here to forget about all that work today. So we're loading in, and I have 4 good games. Obviously, this is hidden. You can't see what I'm looking at. I do record these in bulk. I don't have any control of when these are released. Quick disclaimer. You have to talk to my boss man, the editor, the man in power. You see him occasionally on screen, interjecting here and there with memes and trying to help me out during the cast. I don't have any control of when these are released, but I do read the comments and respond. Also, if you want to chat live, down below linked to this video will be the Dawn War Stronghold Discord. I'm in there. There's players who meme in there. There's actually some people from the cast already showing up in there, people posting stuff. So come join us. I do read Discord. I do read the comments on the videos. Again, when I respond in video, reading out your comments, there's a delay. I know somebody on the most recent video asked if we could do a specific build. We definitely can. Let me just alt tab real quick. It's very possible for me to do any kind of build you request to move the anti-spoil screen. Just let me know. Give me more details. Again, there's a lot of races. There's a lot of builds. One build that's effective versus one race is not going to be effective versus another. So a lot of matchups, and then the maps. So it's not always just a blanket kind of one build fits all. But that's enough about me rambling. Let's get to the game. We have, it looks like the Biltan Croft World. Looks like we have a standard Eldar build. We have Fleet of Foot coming in, and let me introduce these characters. We have Zage as our Eldar player. Dark Reapers are coming from our Eldar friends. Who could have guessed such information? And we have filthy Necron player, but his name is Makaldor. Alright, it's the Emperor's homie. We get the Fog of War off. And we are on Fata Morriga, as always, a channel favorite and a community favorite. Looks like we have some Eldar coming in to stop an awakening Necron Tomb World. Let's see if they can do it. I don't know any Necron dynasties. I'm not even going to try and make up a Tomb World. We see 4 gens. Maybe we'll see a 5th. 4 to 5 gens is about the standard. Any more than 4, you start getting real risky. But your eco doesn't grow as much. There's the 5th generator now. We're hopefully not going to see any more gens. I'd like to see, again, I don't pre-watch these games. I only know how long they go for. I'm just hoping this doesn't end quick. 5 gens is pretty greedy. It's a small map. Facing Eldar, Makaldor has to know Zage is going to go Dark Reapers, or at least have some kind of quick rush. The only thing that can make this a little bit more deadly in there is a Wraith Tomb, so the Eldar workers can jump in, potentially slow down Necron tech on a summoning core or their main building upgrade, or even a listening post upgrade. Necron Lord is coming out. Eldar are just doing the normal cap. I don't see a Farseer yet, but this is pretty expensive. Wraith Tomb, double Dark Reaper squads, Fleet of Foot. It's quite expensive, so Eldar came looking for war to shut this Tomb World down. Here we go. Makaldor sees Dark Reapers. Again, I'm sure he's extremely surprised and shocked. Gasp. He's targeting the little scarabs here. Guardians coming in. You're going to start to shoot them as well. I heard a Tomb World. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 generators. They can't keep getting away with it, these Necron players. Okay, here we go. Pimp Slap comes in from the Necron Lord. He's going to start pressuring these Dark Reapers. He's trying to shoot scarabs. Pretty interesting. Looks like this Scarab squad went down. My casting skills missed it. First Necron Warrior squad came out. Necron Warriors are free, so a lot of pressure can come out from them for just time, really. That's the only Necron weakness. Let's go ahead and check resources. 60 power for the Necrons. It's getting a turret up. Necron Lord is shooting. Alright, let's check the eco again real quick. Eldar at 6210. I'd like to see the Eldar eco maybe try and squeeze out another power generator, and maybe we're going to see a quick tech. The problem facing off against Necron players, especially for any faction, but with the Eldar in particular, Dark Reaper build is good, yes, but this is not the win condition to stop a Necron player. And you'll see Macaldor's Necron Lord is just confidently streaming into this and kind of warding off, if you will, these Dark Reapers. The Dark Reapers want to be here. And they want to be taking these Necron warriors out. They want to be taking out the Scarabs. They want to stop this tech, this summoning core building. Necron player puts this turret down. It's got this whole area locked. And these Dark Reapers, yeah, they're very scary. But they're not going to knock the Necron player out. So it's a risk reward here for the Eldar player. Necrons as well. Well, these generators. This is quite a bit. But the key is the Necron player's teching. Necron player, I'm going to switch over to them real quick. He's got 300 power. As soon as his summoning core finishes, does he go Flayed Ones right away? Or does he get the 1-1 upgrade on his Necron warriors? Necron warrior 1-1 armor damage is like 250 power, I believe. I have the building selected, so we'll see it if it comes up. Again, Dark Reaper is great. They're cutting down Necron warriors, but they're free. FREE free. Necron warriors again over here, easily a match for these Guardians. And this is it. The Necron player just has to buy time. We actually see him teching up right away to tier 2, but a cheeky Eldar worker, and I don't see a dead body, so it was a successful heist, stopped the tech with a Wraithbone ability. And this is why the Eldar are very strong, and he's keeping the and there goes the worker now. Look at it running away. Run, you fool, flee. There he is, or she. And there we go. Necron Lord again comes in, slapping around some Guardians, and he actually did just completely run away. Guardians are still trying to get their map control up. Eldar player is teching tier 2 as well. Soul Shrine's up 3 generators, what I like to see. And now we're going to see, does he go into Falcons? Maybe he saves up for Wraith Lords. If it's Wraith Lords in tier 2 for Eldar, you're going to probably see 1 to 2 more gens. And he's got the time. He knows the Necron's timing into tier 2. You don't have to fear Immortals too much, especially that he preserved these Dark Reapers. The Immortals would be the next best counter for the Necron player. We know standard Eldar play from most of the videos we've seen on the channel, especially with this Dark Reaper build. Their eco should be lining up to the point where support portal, check. Falcon, check. What's the last component? I'll give you a hint. It comes out of the aspect portal. I'll give you 1 hint. They shoot fire. The fire dragons. So, as a Necron player, Macaldor seems to be pretty good here, pretty adept. He puts a second turret down. I really like this. He's got to expect at some point there's going to be a jump into his base. Gets the second turret down. He's upgrading both turrets to anti-vehicle. If that Falcon comes anywhere close to this base, it's going to get clapped out of the skies by these turrets. Again, these Dark Reapers, big investment, and the payoff is what? Taking out an obelisk. Interesting, but really the Eldar don't have any way to fight this right now. Maybe if we saw a Farseer come out instead of 1 Dark Reaper squad, get Guide, get some Rangers, pop that Necron Lord, and then maybe try and do some long-range harass. Another generator from the Necrons. Necron players just doing his thing, simming up. We saw the Wraith upgrade, not the 1-1. That lets them become invincible and makes them very dangerous. There's our Falcon. Do we see it? Well, Banshees. Well, I wasn't expecting that. That's interesting to see. So we're going to see some Banshees. So he realizes, yes, he's going to get in normal-looking Falcon build. Fire Dragons are predictable. Maybe the Banshees are what he needs to spice the build up. He's getting the War Shout and the armor upgrade for Banshees, so they get power swords. This is an interesting counter to the Wraiths, which I don't know if he knows that upgrade went off. But Necron Lord and Wraith going in and trying to fight the Eldar eco and slow them down. And these Banshees with their War Aspect upgrade are fantastic, especially with their Exarch. They just do crazy damage with this, especially if you get the armor upgrade from the Soul Shrine. Necron Lord is just looking around, being a pain in the butt. Double Dark Reapers in here, and a Destroyer's out to kind of limit the numbers of the Dark Reapers, but that's still not anti-vehicle. Falcon is made of paper mache, so it does need to fall back. But let's see here. Necron Lord going for gens. Is there a Harlequin? There's a Harlequin coming out, so that's a detector. It'll see these Wraiths. Banshees coming in. Banshees, fun fact, with Fleet of Foot, as far as I'm aware, Fleet of Foot only affects ranged weapons. if it were to affect melee weapons, Banshees have quite high swinging speed. As far as I can tell, you just always leave fleet of foot on them. Again, I'm not an Eldar main. Don't take my word for, the law, the Emperor's command. But as when you see Banshees, 99% of the time there's already fleet of foot, and they can actually, with those power swords, threaten this destroyer. With the Falcon as support, that Bright Lance on top of the Falcon does pack a bit of a punch when you let it kind of keep firing away. And I really like Macaldor's Necron, Dark Reapers are right here, I'm looking at them. I really like his Necron Lord play. Keeping the Eldar busy, just sitting here punching buildings, being an angry, angry person. He's mad that the Eldar showed up on his tomb world. And here's the first Wraith Lord, getting a Bright Lance, interesting choice. He only saw the one destroyer. And look, you'll see those Banshees ripped through the Wraiths. Really nice play there by Zage. And if I was the Necron player, I'd be a little nervous right now. This is a big army. He's teching extra Wraiths, greater summoning core. Doesn't really have much of an army to stand for. Just Wraiths kind of going across the map, and the Necron Lord is just beating up gens and workers. Oh man, you couldn't pay me enough to do this job. Imagine going to flute school for 200 years and a Necron Lord slaps you down. I felt that too, Mr. Worker. I felt it too. Anyway, let's head back over here. Banshees being sacrificed here. I guess maybe to keep an eye on the Necrons. Where is... There they are. So, Eldar vehicles in the field. Necron player at plus 100 power. Kicky thing to note here. Eldar Eco's at 8650. Rek hasn't gone up too much. He's kind of putting all his money into these gens and these Wraith Lords. And not on upgrades for his LPs. And the Necron player is just relentlessly going after Eldar Eco, and I do like this. Eldar players starting to get a little bit of a scary army here. You don't want to sleep on this. Anti-vehicle turrets, yes, but Dark Reapers, Banshees. Meanwhile, Necron player across the map doing his thing. Harlequin, I don't know. Can the Harlequin challenge the Necron Lord? I guess she can if he's running. Another Wraith Lord. Eldar is pop capped. Let's go back to the action over here. Very risky. Eldar player dives in with the Falcon, going for the turrets, and look at those punches from the Wraith Lord. Huge swings. Falcon does go down. Big blow here. Again, Wraiths are pretty cheap. They're good at just kind of disrupting. Solar Flare from the Necron Lord. Anything in the Solar Flare cannot do any melee damage. And you can see these Banshees taking heavy casualties. Even the damage on this Wraith Lord when this turret actually opens up on it. They really needed the punches from the Wraith Lord and the distracting force. Eldar army now turning tail and running. Oh man, again another worker goes down. What is that? Sad noises for the Eldar workers. Is that the second one we've seen eviscerated? Turret goes right back up. Macaldor is not taking any chances. Eldar Walking Forest is coming. We have two Wraith Lords up now. This can be very dangerous to play against. This Wraith Lord's really lit. I'm pretty sure the Necron Lord can just slap it down if he wanted to. Wraith's getting pops left and right. Oh, maybe the Necron Lord can. He does not like that. Necron Lord is unique in command aspect, where the Forbidden Archive allows him to choose 3 vastly different upgrade paths for him. Only gets 3. And he gains commander upgrades, quote-unquote, via the Monolith. So as their Monolith powers up, your Necron Lord does as well. We saw the Solar Flare, that's 1. These flying little, stink clouds around him is the Scarab Swarm. Damage reduction from range and health regen, so that's 2. And unfortunately, I can't see his 3rd. We'll probably see it soon. There's not really many other good ones you'll see. There's one that phases out everybody around the Necron Lord into invincibility or invisibility. They're also invincible while they're quote-unquote phase shifted. There's a solar, like a lightning bolt ability where if you melee the Necron Lord, he builds up a charge and then drops a lightning bolt, does devastating damage. We're seeing a massive destroyers here. And Wraiths, more Wraiths coming out. Eldar player finally upgraded their Eco for 104.50. I'd love to see one more of these listening posts upgraded. Get that money going. He needs another Webway Gate if he wants to keep producing Wraith Lords, which he's not. He's getting in the Banshee squad. I like this Banshee play. Double Harlequins. Wraiths just sitting here. Wraiths can decap like Sentinels from the Imperial Guard. They can't cap themselves, though. You need the workers. And this Wraith army, pretty scary. They do quite devastating damage and melee. And I'm pretty sure if a unit is low enough in health, it doesn't insta-kill. Yeah, man, these Banshees are getting savaged by a Destroyer. In this case, I'd love to see a Bright Lance from one of these Webways, maybe even actually go for those Fire Dragons that are a normal staple. Here comes the Wraith Lords, and they should stride through this battlefield. There's the Destroyers, and this is a really nice play here from Zage, jumping the Dark Reapers into the backline to try and deal with them, but the Necron Lord's in, and he does have that Solar Strike ability. You see the Lightning Bolts zapping around him. Falcon immediately goes down. These Wraith Lords getting ripped through. Harlequin is too little too late to get in here. Big damage, big damage. I believe that's the Harlequin's kiss. This one Wraith Lord gets out of there. Bright Lance on top of it, not even getting to shoot at these Destroyers. Banshees in the backline as well. How many Destroyer squads or Immortals we have left? This is just a weird running battle right now. Banshees making pathing a living hell for these Destroyers. Another Wraith Lord comes out. They're getting into melee now. They're punching the dude on the sled. There's still Immortals in the background. There's a worker that tried to go into melee, but the Wraith got him. Double Immortals here, making really short work of this Eldar vehicle fleet. And interestingly enough, we didn't see Eldar vehicle hollow fields. Give them a little more health. A Wraith still in the back, tying up these Dark Reapers. We have rectangles. Ladies and gentlemen, rectangles again, as always. Take out your protractors and your compasses. This Eldar vehicle army, really nice to see. Macaldor with a smiley, a frowny face. I agree, buddy. I agree. Necron's winning is not something I like to see. I give a lot of hate to Necron players, but when you see them play it right and play smart, you gotta respect it. Necrons are quite dangerous. This is tough to fight on anybody, and it's really all about how long you give the Necron player. Game time right now is about 15 minutes, but this Necron army was about maybe 10-11 minutes in the game was just as scary. I believe his first Destroyer was out around then, and ever since the Destroyers came out and that Eldar attack on the base kind of stalled out, the Necron players just kind of had the ball in his court. You know, maybe a Farseer in here, besides double Harlequins. It looks like they're just typing now. There's an observer also putting rectangles in the chat. I mean, Eldar Eco's 500, 600. He could have got something. Necron players just playing it safe just in case. Maybe it's a mind game. He's at 99 power with 300 in the bank. Still just constantly getting wraiths. I really like this Necron build. I'm going to be honest with you here. Normally you see the Necron get greedy. A second monolith will go down. Maybe he techs up to tier 3. Like, oh my goodness, I have my relic. I'm going to tech up. I want a monolith. He didn't need a monolith there. There's his second monolith. I stand corrected. Yeah, you do see this. Maybe a turret or two here. You can see he's prepping for the late game, getting 3 more gens. Necron Lord is very oppressive. That's why I generally think the Rangers with a Farseer to control him a little better. He's just a powerhouse. He has a teleport. I also think the Forbidden Archive has crazy upgrades for him, and I think they should either be more expensive, which it looks like he destroyed the Archive himself. I don't think the Eldar destroyed this. I think the Forbidden Archive, either they need to be more expensive, maybe there needs to be a time to research. You'll see some builds on Necrons again. I'm ranting here, and I apologize, but I don't like Necrons, and some of the reasons are that they have crazy power spikes in their abilities. That Forbidden Archive can be built really early, and yeah, the delays to the Summoning Core tech, but the upgrades that the Necron Lord get far outweigh any kind of power spike most other races get. Maybe knobs for orcs, Space Marines with their Grey Knights. I mean, these are really strong tier 2 units, and the Necron Lord can usually counter them with his abilities if you get the right ones. Again, there's quite a bit to choose from. I don't know most of them off the top of my head, but good game. Macaldor wins. I give credit where credit's due for Necrons winning, especially against the Eldar. The Eldar failed to destroy the Necrons, and their tomb has awoken. Anyway, that's been me, Unseen Strike. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Hope to see you soon.